the only solution is to start a new book. I am unsettled.
You're my perfect 10.
Aw, hamburger read. Because that's how normal people feel. What's up, it's Jan, back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be another reading vlog with a little bit of a challenge where I try to read 200 pages a day for the next week-ish, give or take a day or two. Hello everyone, happy November. This is also gonna serve as a sort of reset video, kind of, but not like officially. I also just decided that this is gonna be that 200 pages a day challenge like a few hours ago, so we'll see if I follow through with it. If you didn't know, I always try to read 100 pages a day. That's my like minimum goal every single day, and I do read every single day. I can count the number of times I didn't read. There are times when I don't hit 100, but there are also times where I exceed it and double it and quadruple it sometimes, so it all balances out at the end of the month. This is going to be kind of a mood reading vlog, but also in the back of my mind trying to complete reading goals of the month. I'm very goal oriented. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jan. I have a list of monthly goals. Of course, I have like my full moon book club, my Patreon bloody read, because we're vampire themed if you didn't know. Patreon links below. My coffin covers challenge, which is also a monthly Patreon thing. I try to read an arc every month, a book on my Kindle, buzzwordathon, a nonfiction book every month, things like that. So I have options. I do know the first couple things I want to do: finish Graveyard Shift by ML Rio, which I started yesterday. It's November 1st. So I wanted this to be my Halloween book, but I didn't get a chance to finish it all the way through. But I have literally 20 pages left. So I'll be doing that right away. I just got home from work, so now I actually have time to sit down and binge the rest of that. And then I'm definitely going to jump right into Where I End by Sophie White. I'm buddy reading this with a couple of my patrons. Tiffany, who I mention in every video, said that this is super messed up and she really loved it. I'm ready. One of my other patrons said that it's giving Saltburn vibes, so I'm here for it. I always get novellas from the library. I got Nothing But the Rain by Naomi Salmon. I heard about this from Gabby. Apparently it rains all the time and the rain starts to wipe people's memory, so that's interesting. It's less than 100 pages. I also would love to start Jane Eyre in this vlog because this is a 24 for 2024 book. I'm so sick of saying that phrase. Next year I'm gonna try to prioritize that list more because I am going to be doing this challenge again no matter how hard it is this year. But yeah, those are my like loose tentative plans. We'll just go from there. Oh, I'm also listening to As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. I actually read this series all the way through in a timely manner, so yay me. I am like I think 80% through that book, so I'm definitely gonna finish that today or tomorrow as well because I do have to do my bullet journal for November still. I am running a little bit behind on life. I don't have too many plans this weekend. Tomorrow Joey's getting his haircut and y'all know that means I go on my solo coffee shop date. It's like 10 minutes from his haircut place. It's like my favorite thing. So we're gonna get some reading / editing done there. Yeah, let's go read Graveyard Shift, and the end of every night or early the next morning I will give a page count and see if I hit 200 pages every day. Hope you enjoy this vlog. Happy November. Hope y'all had a great spooky season. Y'all know I live spooky season year round, so it's still going on this channel, but I know a lot of us are in Christmas mode now. I am not. And I probably won't be until December 1st. I'll probably read some Christmas books this month, the Christmas romances, because I just bought Nightmare Before Christmas and I have a couple arcs, but I don't like Christmas decor, so you're not gonna be seeing that from me. That is all. I will bid you adieu for now. I'll talk to you when I finish Graveyard Shift. Wait, real quick, I also forgot to mention I have this in my hands. I'm excited even though I have yet to read a Carissa Broadbent book and I own like 5 of her books now. Thank you to Macmillan for sending me a finished copy of her newest book, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. I am gonna be reading her books definitely next year. I'm excited. My dilemma was that I heard Daughter of No Worlds isn't as good, or I wouldn't like it as much as the vampire series, obviously, because y'all know me and vampires. So I've been putting it off, but I think it's time soon. This definitely served as motivation. Anyway, okay, Graveyard Shift. Alrighty, y'all. We have gone to the gym. I ran about 3 miles. We had baked potatoes from McAllister's. Well, I had a baked potato. I had a spud, if you will. I finished Graveyard Shift. I'm convinced I'm too dumb for this book and ML Rio's writing in general. If we were villains, I was like, I don't know Shakespeare. I said this in my previous vlog, but I am feeling a little bit of the FOMO every time someone raves about If We Were Villains. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so I might try it again eventually, but not this year, especially not after this, because this is another case of, yes, rats are my biggest phobia, but those were the scenes that I was looking forward to because everything else I just didn't get. It got a little bit science-y. It almost felt like a dark academia book, even though it's not set at a school, it's set at this graveyard. There was this like weird turn that it took. There's an author's note in the beginning that says this book is ultimately about insomnia. I just watched my friend Kat's review on it and she gave it 5 stars. She said the ending circled back to insomnia, but I don't know if I was just like too hungry to pay attention or I just like missed something. I don't know. I just don't get it. Clearly it's a me problem. But also I know a lot of people who didn't enjoy this either gave it like a 3-star or below. So essentially there's this motley crew of people who just all work at this cemetery, graveyard, whatever, and they just like keep running into each other during the graveyard shift. I felt nothing for any of these characters. I was just hoping that the plot would make up for it. But like I said, the only parts that made me feel anything were the rat scenes. It did kind of feel like a T. Kingfisher book, but also I might just be saying that because the cover reminds me of What Moves the Dead. I actually looked up today if they were the same artist and they're definitely not. And I was kind of disappointed that I was wrong because I was fairly confident in that because the style is very similar. Needless to say, I'm really glad I didn't purchase this. I almost impulse bought it. I placed a library hold instead in the same breath. It helped that the paperback that I was looking at had deckled edges and I am not a fan of deckled edges. This has very intelligent writing. I just didn't know anything about any of the characters really. I couldn't tell you a damn thing. The only thing I can recall is 2 rat scenes. Well, one wasn't even a rat. He thought it was a rat, but it was a breakfast burrito and I cackled. That makes sense if you read the book, I promise. The writing is pretty atmospheric, so I did appreciate that. That's why I'm gonna give it a low 3 for the atmospheric writing. I'm sure it did what it set out to do. I just didn't really understand. And life's too short to dwell on things like this. So we're just gonna move on to finding a fun fact. I'm not gonna do a fun fact about rats. You know what I'm gonna do? A fun fact about honeydew, because there's this thing called Project Honeydew in it. I know that's a big thing with the plot, but I couldn't tell you. Even if I wanted to spoil it for you, I could not. Yellow honeydew melons have less sugar and are great for savory dishes. Why is it called honeydew? A person named Godger renamed the melons to honeydew as a more appealing name for American commercial markets. This person worked with the United States Department of Agriculture to identify the variety. I tried. If you're new here, I do try to do fun facts for each book that I read, something that's relevant to the book, obviously. Maybe that wasn't obvious. I don't know. Half the time I don't remember, to be honest, but we're gonna try our best because it's fun when I do remember. Next, I'm gonna do all my bullet journal things in terms of updating it. I'm not gonna create my November bullet journal tonight, I don't think. We'll see. Maybe I'll start it. I did get a whole bunch of new washi tape. That's fall, Halloween, and then Christmassy ones, and they're all like 1 pack, so that was convenient. But I do really want to start where I end. In terms of page count, between Graveyard Shift and As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, I'm at 115 pages. So 85 more pages. Hopefully I can fly through it with where I end, but I have 3 graphic novels from the library, so if I fail or if I get sleepy, my last resort will be those graphic novels. That's just like my fallback. I'll talk to y'all when I have a reading update for where I end. Wait, I totally forgot to mention this graphic novel that I just got that I definitely wanted to read this weekend. This is Lore Olympus Volume 7, the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I just got it in the mail the other day, so I think I'm actually gonna switch to this because I started where I end. Oh, my hair is dripping. That's why you're not seeing my face, because I look like a drowned rodent. And got to page, what page is this? I can't even see. Can you see? 10. Page 10. My brain was just not working, but I like the atmosphere. It kind of feels like I'm reading Spells for Forgetting, but maybe it's just because the setting for both are islands. So I'm gonna switch, just get my 200 pages in, and then if I'm still not asleep, I'm gonna go back to this. Okay? That's the plan, Jan. Hello, spooky cuties! I'm back from the coffee shop and I got a lot of reading done and I'm so happy about it. Also, look at my cool new Terrifier shirt. I bought this the day that we saw Terrifier 3, which was kind of disappointing, but anyway, I need to talk about where I end. 51 pages in. I am unsettled. I am disturbed. I don't want to say too much because I liked going into this blind. Because in the synopsis, it just says they're cursed and her mother creaks. Her mom is in this state of something, needing a lot of caregiving, and her daughter is our main character who provides said care. There's a lot of body horror. I don't even want to say much, but I'm just gonna say I picture her mom as the spine thing in SpongeBob. The like grandma that goes, chocolate! I don't know why my brain does this, okay? In the spell shop, I pictured the main guy as Wreck-It Ralph. In So Thirsty, I pictured one of the characters, Alice, as the grandma from The Croods. Like, why does my brain just associate animated characters to these poor people? But this feels like the horror version of Spells for Forgetting. Not in any way besides the fact that they're both set on an island. Seems like it has some eerie vibes to it. I'm excited to finish this today, she said, hopefully. It's going by really fast despite some chapters being longer than others, but the font is huge in this book. That's just shit that I noticed, okay? I feel like I'm really gonna like this one. I don't know if it'll be 5 stars, but I have a strong feeling it'll be at least a 4 just because of how the first 50 pages have laid out. And I just like can't get over the simple cover, the blue and the cream. I just love this cover. And then Lore Olympus, volume 7, I counted the pages last night and I got like 86 pages in. I'm definitely gonna finish this today just so I don't have to worry about counting up the pages, but I am almost halfway through, I think. This is like the extent of my Greek mythology reading because ever since like college when I took mythology classes, Greek and just classic mythology in general, I have just felt so dumb when it comes to mythology. But this is fun and funny. But this one also mentions essay and Persephone going to therapy about it. Do beware of that. I don't remember which volume the essay took place, but just so you know, there are heavier topics sprinkled in there, but otherwise they're just having silly goofy times. There are all these gods and goddesses. Could not tell you who's who besides Hades and Persephone. I'm just rolling with it. I'm enjoying the art style, the colors, as always. I believe there's one more after this, according to Amazon, but I also thought at one point that there were only 6, so pleasantly surprised that there are 2 more, but I think that's it for real. I do want to film my wrap-up at some point, maybe tomorrow. It's my stepdad's birthday today, so we're gonna go to dinner with them tonight. I also definitely, I think, want to get my journal done tonight, just so I have somewhere to write down all these books that I'm finishing this weekend, you know? I did print out more book covers for my Bloody Read and Full Moon Book Club. I have to set up my October photo dump for Patreon. I already chose the pictures for it. I just have to type up the captions on my creamy keyboard. I want to start rough editing my ultimate book video that should be up before this one. Coffee shop was a productive time. I got journaling in, I got a lot of reading in, I got a partnership email sent out, documents filled out. It was good. 2 people complimented my nails. One was my barista who brought my coffee to me. He was just like, I like her nails. And then this girl sitting next to me literally stood up. I had my noise canceling earbuds on, but she stood up and she was like trying to get my attention. And she asked like what color and brand they are. And I don't know. I don't pay attention when I get my nails done. I just pick a color from like, you know, the fake nail spread. Since I get no chip, I don't pick from the wall of nail polish, so I don't pay attention to the name. Anyway, that was my excursion. I'm excited to read a ton today. I'm here with another book update because I finished another book and it's 5 stars. I didn't even say what book it was. As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, 5 stars. Are you fucking kidding? How is this YA thriller series so damn good? I was not interested in Holly Jackson's books like whatsoever. Like maybe I thought I was gonna read the first one and that's it because I got it as a gift from my friend Renee. Then I read it for Sid's Do Your Worst episode. I'll link that down below. Then I'm like, I need the second book. And then I'm like, I need the third book. And now it's done. Am I gonna read, what do they have? The reappearance of Rachel Price, I think is one, and then 5 Survive. And those are 2 standalone thrillers, right? I might just read all her books at this point. Like what the fuck? For a YA series, that shit's dark. I know some of my friends are like, when I'm reading a YA thriller, I want it to be like more chill and whatever. No, I want it to read like an adult thriller. Like I don't even care if it's unbelievable because of how young they are. If the plot's good, plot's good. And this one was good. And it was emotional as hell in the end. Like I was almost sitting here crying with this frog on a mushroom in front of me. I was just about to cry on him. First of all, look how cute. Sneak peek. Patreon usually gets my journal spreads. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna be showing in this video. I'm really proud of it. Look at my little acorns. I've been obsessed with acorns. Anyway, back to the book. I loved the epilogue. It was a really, really short epilogue, but there was so much impact in it. Plus like the little sound effects in the audiobook, just in that last part, that was good. Also, when she did her like podcast episodes, they had sound effects. I'm just shook. It was so intense. Apparently this is a 500-page YA thriller. I'm so glad I had the audiobook. The audiobooks are really fucking good. Do I ever say that? Very rarely. The voices for these teenagers weren't annoying, so that's cool. And it is a full cast, so that's also cool. I'm glad everybody got what they deserve, and I think that's all I want to say. I know this book is pretty controversial because it's like very morally gray, but honestly, she's a bad bitch. What can I say? She did her thing, and she got what she wanted. People got what they deserve, and so did she. Oh my god, it was so good! What the fuck? Love it. I don't even know what else to say because it's the 3rd in the series, so it is a connected series. Like you can't really read these as standalones. You do have to read them in order, and everything's just connected. I like the progression of it. I don't know, some people are like, this is predictable, and I was like, I don't even care. Like I was just rolling with the vibes. By the end, it made me viscerally react all throughout this book. It took me days to read this book, probably over a week to listen to this book. Now I can finally return it. Wow, and I can add it to my series finished in 2024. This is glorious. So far I finished 8 series this month, or this year. Incredible. I'm proud of me. I'm gonna finish my bullet journal. I think I'm gonna start listening to Kiki's delivery service because I have been waiting for this audiobook for months and finally it's come to me, and it's only a 5-hour audiobook. So depending how fast I could listen to it, my default is double speed, and that's usually comfortable unless they have like an accent. Oh, 4 hours and 45 minutes actually. Oh, cake. Ever since I started Over the Garden Wall a few days ago, I'm like, maybe I'll actually get into the Studio Ghibli stuff. I think I've seen Ponyo when I was a kid. I remember being in the Philippines. Wait, when was Ponyo? I think Ponyo that was definitely here. Never mind. I'm losing my mind. Ponyo release. 2009. Yeah, no. Last time I was in the Philippines was 2005. So clearly that's a false memory. But I've seen Ponyo. I want to watch Spirited Away, My Friend Totoro, and the violin one.
You've seen Spirited Away?
No.
Oh, it's great.
I know you've seen it.
Yeah.
You've told me. So yeah, we're gonna go on that rabbit hole at some point. We're just gonna finish Over the Garden Wall first. We also I restarted Disenchantment. We're just in this like animated kick. I don't know what it is. So we also have to finish Castlevania. We.
I haven't started.
Yeah, you did. You saw some of it.
I saw one, like, half episode.
Yeah, and it hooked you.
I wouldn't say that.
Hooked, lined, sinkered, baby. I am gonna finish my bullet journal, start Kiki's delivery service, give y'all an update later once I physically start reading or whatever. What time is it? 1 o'clock? 1:30. Just a few more hours till I have to hang out with my parentals. Alright, bye! How do I keep talking for this long? I'm a yapper. Hello, it's me again. I forgot to do a fun fact for As Good as Dead. I'm gonna do a fun fact on Sony, the company, because something with that brand plays a role in the plot, all I'm gonna say. Okay, the name Sony comes from the Latin word sonus, which means sound. It was intended to be an international name, not just Japanese. The name was also a combination of sonus and sonny, a slang term for a young boy in 1950s America. Sony's first consumer product was an electric rice cooker. There you go.
Shit. That's cool.
Sick. We should get a Sony rice cooker.
Ah!
Every day, Joey stretches like that. Every fucking day. Welcome to my life. Hey, it's been a little bit. I had a really bad anxiety attack and mental health night last night, so didn't get to update. I still went to dinner with my parents. Before that and after that, I was just down for the count. So here we are, talking about another book I finished. Lore Olympus Volume 7. I gave it 4 stars. I really liked how it ended. It was a pretty big cliffhanger. There was like a bonus chapter that really made my heart swell. It was so cute. The thing with this series is that they're like episodic, so it feels discombobulated, but I just know that's the style of this series. It's kind of just like, oh, how did we even get here? The transitions are very staccato, abrupt, I don't know, non-existent, but some of the chapters do flow and connect, but otherwise, sometimes we're following completely different characters. Overall, there is one part that could be triggering, but other than that, it's just a silly, goofy, fun time. It's hard for me to discuss plot for this, not only because it's the 7th volume, but because it's hard for me to wrap my brain around the different gods and goddesses, let alone who's interested in who and who's the parent and who's the child of whom, and there's just a lot, but this is like my just vibes series. I'll forever love this art style and all the colors used. It's so well done. I don't think I'm gonna film my wrap up today. I should, because I'm starting to finish books in November, so I don't have my wrap up shelf available. In terms of where I end, I'm hoping to finish this very soon. I'm less than 100 pages away from finishing. It is slowing down and it gets so fucked up. Our main character has such dark thoughts, like intrusive thoughts. I'm kind of nervous if she's gonna let them win or not, because listen, y'all know me and how I feel about reading about kids and books and whatever, but this is too much. I usually don't like kids being involved in books. Even for me, this is like, whoa, chill. I don't dislike kids this much, is all I'm saying. Anyway, I was rough editing while watching Modern Family from the beginning. I'm just gonna sit here all cozy and read this. Maybe I'll make a coffee. Sunday, we've got nothing going on. I'm hoping to get laundry done. I'm hoping to get a video uploaded. I'm hoping to finish this book and start Jane Eyre as well as Sirens and Muses today.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car.
Hi, this is the longest day ever because it's daylight savings time. So we gained an hour, so it just feels like forever. It's 3 o'clock. I am now sat, locked in the bedroom, and I'm gonna finish the last 50 pages of this, 50-ish. I took 2 mini naps. I did 2 loads of laundry. I made coffee, and I can't believe it's still 3 o'clock. I'm not complaining because I have the Sunday scary once again. I'm on chapter 21. Wow, it gets intense. I winced so hard at this one part involving paper cuts. Oh, could not do it. But I will say I do really like, well, I also like the body horror, but I do really like the quotes and discussions about art and what constitutes as art, and what makes art art is the intention behind it. And that's what I learned in one of my favorite college courses I've ever taken, an art history class in community college actually. I learned probably the most in that class. Other than like my design elements class and a couple writing classes maybe, but other than that, that class really stuck with me. It just brought me back. If the intention is to communicate some intangible feeling or slippery truth that resists capture by words, then it is art. And I just love that. I can go on and on, but there are so many like sculptures and paintings out there that look like nothing, or like, you know, people always say, I could have done that. How is that worth $1 million or whatever? And it's like, but you didn't, is what I always say. It's not about like the finished product sometimes. Most of the time, it's about like the process and the intention behind the process and what message it's trying to articulate. It's a whole thing. I have done a presentation on it and everything. And I don't know, I'm just so passionate about that concept of art being art because of its intention. Anyway, that's that on that. Otherwise, the horror parts of this are definitely showing more frequently. There's also an obsession element to this, which I always love. The way authors take characters who are obsessed with things or people people or whatever, you'll never know where it's gonna go. Okay, that one scene, I don't even know how to explain it vaguely. There was this one scene that she was thinking about doing something to another person, but she did it to someone else instead, and the fact that it was that someone else made it really fucked up. That's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna stop dilly-dallying, drink my coffee, listen to this ambiance, and read the rest of this book, and then hopefully be able to try at least a chapter of Sirens and Muses and Jane Eyre. We're gonna go see the new Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield movie called We Live in Time. So that's what's happening later. At this rate, 3 hours is gonna feel like 3 days, so I'm not even worried.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so.
Alright everybody, I finally finished Where I End. I say finally, I've been reading this for like 2 days. I'm giving it 4 stars. It was a 3 until the very, very end. And I love when books, especially horror books, do that. When the very end, I'm talking like the last couple lines, could give it an extra star for me. It's something about the writing style that gave 3-star vibes for me. I was like, it's so short, but there are so many lulls, and then our main character would do some drastic, harmful shit. I'd be like, damn, how much do I actually like this though? If it's just like those main, I don't know if I'd call them gory, but like, I guess just those horror scenes that I like, because everything in between, like the plot, I really don't care. Those couple reveals at the end didn't do anything for me. But like the situation with her mom, that was fascinating to say the least. The obsession storyline, I did enjoy to some extent, just like how unhinged our main character got. I like the ending. I like what the title means. At the end, there was this progression of events at the very end that should have been riveting. If I really thought about it, I should have been able to visualize what this rope means and what exactly was going on and where she was putting certain things, but I just didn't care enough to by then until the last few lines, like I said. So yeah, 4 stars. It's a super quick read. It has such big font, like I said. There's also a language guide at the end, so that was very helpful. I stand by my statement that this is like a horror version of Spells for Forgetting. So finally going to start Jane Eyre. Finally gonna do it. I'm gonna try to get a chapter in. I'm actually really excited. Everyone's like, this is a perfect November book. It's a very easy classic to digest, but people also tell me to take my time with it, so I'm gonna try to read it physically as much as possible. I don't want to resort to the audiobook. I also really love this copy. I hope I can finish this in a semi-timely manner. This month, I have a little habit tracker on my planner, like a built-in one, and you could like switch out what your habits are every month, and I switch out at least 1 or 2 every month. Either if I've made it into a habit, like flossing. I used to have like work on YouTube stuff, and it was just like an X on every day, so I took those out, shit like that. Where was I going with this? Oh, the habit that I replaced a previous one with this month is reading at least some of a 24 for 2024 book, because that's really the goal, is that as long as I'm chipping away at these books every day, I'll feel okay, I think. But I do also want to read Sirens and Muses. This I don't really feel confident that I'll finish in this vlog, but this is still possible. I know this is a lit fic that revolves around art or students in art school. Now I'm really in the mood for this because of Where I End, where there were discussions about art. So I'm glad my books are connecting one way or another. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I hate the deckled edges, but we're just gonna do the thing. I hit my 200! Actually, I didn't even say that I hit it yesterday, thanks to Lore Olympus as well as Where I End. I think those are the only 2 books I read yesterday, / made progress in, but I read 612 pages yesterday.
Jesus.
Yep. Oh yeah, I also finished As Good as Dead yesterday. So yeah. Oh, and then Kiki's Delivery Service. I listened to part of it yesterday. I listened to Kiki's Delivery Service a little bit more while I was doing laundry, and then I finished Where I End. I started Jane Eyre and Sirens and Muses. I read one chapter and a couple pages of Jane Eyre, and then I read one chapter of Sirens and Muses. Loving Sirens and Muses. I'm fucking terrified of Jane Eyre. I know my BB brain has to be working on overdrive for Jane Eyre. Y'all lied to me. It's not easy. Maybe once I get into it and like learn everybody's names and shit and learn more about everybody, then maybe, but there's still like old-timey vocabulary and stuff that just, it doesn't compute. But we're on crunch time. We're actually supposed to leave like right now, but I was like, I need 46 pages left. I did The Baker and the Bard. It took me like 5 minutes. This is so cute. It's like the vibes of Over the Garden Wall meets Shrek. Because this guy with the worm around his neck, the worm has like a little hat in some of the panels. It's so fucking cute. I think it's a worm or a snake. No, it has a tongue. It's a snake. It doesn't say anything. It just blinks. And then this guy, this creature, Hadley, is like Donkey from Shrek, because they're just like on this journey to get these magical mushrooms. They work for this bakery, and there's this like weird customer who wants 100 of these things, but the ingredient that they need is this magical glowing mushroom. So these two offer to go on an adventure, because Hadley is all about having adventures and having fun and whatever, and then Juniper is the voice of reason. Hadley's like singing the entire time they're like walking and trying to find these mushrooms. It's fun. It's cute. I also forgot to do a fun fact for Where I End, so we're just doing all the housekeeping in this clip. So I searched fun facts about rope, because obviously there's a rope on the cover and rope played a big part in the plot. It says here that a rope with a purpose is called a line. So it says, when is a rope not a rope? When it's been given a specific purpose. Isn't that crazy? It says it's more for like nautical purposes, like a yacht line, dock line, float line, but the same rule applies for many day-to-day general purpose ropes too, like clotheslines. So if it's just a rope that you're like buying from Home Depot, that's just a rope. But then once it serves a purpose, it's a line. That's fucking crazy. I was gonna start the God of Endings as well, but the first chapter is 18 pages and it seems dense. I might do that tomorrow. I just want to like start all of my 24 for 2024 books, because you know what? If I need to resort to cheating the system, I never said I have to finish every book. I just have to read them, I said. But if I start all of them, I don't have to unhaul any of them. No, but I do still want to like give it my 110% good old college try and see how many I can finish, because they're all chonkers. We'll see if I stick to my word and actually unhaul them. But anyway, we gotta go. We gotta watch this movie. I will bid you adieu. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow with more reading updates. But for now, we're gonna go see Florence Pugh and her award-winning frown. Probably sob my eyes out. Good night. Hello, I feel like all my updates are from this spot now. It's just nice and cozy. We get to chat. I get to put my leg up. I get to be in a blanket. There are books in the background. It's just a win-win for everyone. It's Monday. I took the day off. I needed a mental health day and just rest, and I'm so glad I did, because I could not stop falling asleep for the life of me. I was like, okay, let me take this 18-minute nap, because one of my patrons is hosting Discord sprints. So I was like, okay, let me just nap until the next sprint. Fell asleep again, and then I was about to fall asleep again. So finally, I just got Duncan. Joey's also working from home. He's becoming a coffee guy. He's like, I kind of want to try that cookie butter latte thing. I was like, what are you talking about? And it's a cookie butter cold brew, and he likes his cold brews, and it was pretty good. In terms of reading, I am 28 pages in. I'm on chapter 4 now of Jane Eyre. I'm slogging through this book, y'all. I know I'm gonna love it. I just have to get to the point where it's not so hard to read. Like, I need it to flow better. Sirens and Muses I haven't picked up today yet. Silver Under Nightfall I tried reading before the last time I fell asleep, and I got 6 pages in and then crashed. I don't know what it is about these books. All I could think about is just the fact that they have long chapters and the fact that they feel obligatory because of my 2024 TBR. I think the only solution is to start a new book. Or I could continue The Striker. I could just try to give my brain a break and read romance. Get at least 100 pages into The Striker, because I was liking it. I just stopped. I'm struggling, y'all. I think I'm slightly slumping because of all the end of the year stuff that I feel like I have to do. Everything I have to do is a freaking mission, because they're all chonkers. But like, these are all books that I know I'll love. I'll keep y'all posted, because I do want to finish a book. Oh, I did finish a book. I finished finished Kiki's delivery service today. I'm giving it 4 stars. I think realistically, my experience with it was a 3, but the fact that I'm not the target audience and the fact that it was a really cute book, and I feel like the audiobook kind of ruined a little bit of it for me because there was this one story where the lady was doing laundry, which coincidentally came on while I was doing laundry yesterday, and there was just like this sound that she kept making, like a sound effect, onomatopoeia or whatever, that she was making. So the narrator was making it, and it was just so like ear splitting. I hated it, and it kept doing it over and over and over because it was like something with the laundry. I was just not about it. Yeah, each chapter was basically like a different story of her coming of age situation. There was this thing that was called like her coming of age witch day or whatever, and she's I think 13, and she's just learning all these things. Like there was this one story that I really enjoyed actually. I was doing dishes this morning and listening to it. She meets this girl who asks to deliver this gift and poem to her crush, and then so Kiki learns about boys and all these weird feelings that you can have and like how complicated they can get. So it's just cute little things like that. Plus the little black cat is cute. So I kind of want to do a fun fact on black cats, but my phone is elsewhere right now and I'm too lazy to find it. I'm gonna sit my ass here, read a little bit, and then hopefully I remember to come back and do a fun fact about black cats. But for now I need to caffeinate, read a little bit of The Striker, cleanse my palate a little, and then maybe I'll start The God of Endings just to get these books rolling. Okay, I have an update. First of all, lo-fi has been doing the thing for me and really forming the vibe I wanted for today, and I've actually been able to read a little bit faster. I've decided to stick with Silver Under Nightfall. I read about 20 more pages and things are rolling, things are making sense to me. Could I tell you off the top of my head who's who and what each character's role is? Probably not, but I understand that there's a murder. I understand that there's this thing called the Rot, which is similar to The Haunting of Lee Harker because there was also this thing called the Rot. It was very different though. I'm starting to understand the lore of these specific vampires. Pretty similar to your classic lore with like Silver and things like that, but I mean it's hard to memorize what humans versus vampires can do in this world, and then like half vampires and blah. There are like different almost levels of vampirism in this. I don't know how to explain it really, but there's this badass bitch Xiaodan Song. She and Remy, I ship them. I hope they get together, but she's with someone else right now, but I really hope, I just feel in my soul that she's gonna be the main character's love interest, but we'll see. She is this thing called a Sunbringer, so she has these specific powers and she's able to defeat certain types of vampires. I'm starting to understand the plot more. That's all I kind of have to say. But we're gonna move on to the fun fact about black cats as promised. If you were unaware, October 27th is National Black Cat Day. I know October 29th is National Cat Day, generally speaking. I didn't know there was a specific day for black cats, so that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna read a couple more chapters of this. I do wanna switch to Sirens and Muses at some point. Definitely read more of Jane Eyre. I don't know about The God of Endings because Silver Under Nightfall is already a vampire book, but it's a very different vampire book. The God of Endings is a historical fiction book, and I think it has more of the vibes of like Women Eating by Claire Coda. We'll see what I decide. It's currently the 4th. I'm gonna end this vlog on the 8th, I believe, was the plan. So I have time. I still have that Nothing But the Rain novella that I do want to squeeze into here. Oh, I also finished the chapter that I was on for The Striker, and I was feeling the happiness that I wanted while reading this, just because Anna Huang's writing just makes me feel at home. I think this was a good idea. I also just remembered that Lost and Lassoed comes out on the 6th, but I pre-ordered the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition because I had a gift card, so that means it probably won't come until the 8th, most likely. So I'll probably read that in another vlog. Steph from Stephanie Bookish and I might buddy read it because it is an ALC as well, but I want to wait until I have the physical copy. I just know I could read it in like a day, but at the rate that I've been reading, who knows at this point. I'll continue Silver in a Nightfall because I was on a roll. Okay, bye. I have updates. I just got off some private video chats. I almost said sprints, but we really didn't even read at all, with a few patrons that are now friends. We just talked for like 2 hours, probably almost 3, but I did read my 200 pages today. I think I got exactly 200 pages in, but I'm gonna read a little bit more right here before bed. I am now past the 150 page mark of Silver Under Nightfall, and I forgot to mention earlier, but it's doing that thing that I don't like in fantasies when they replace a swear word with some stupid shit. In here it's light. At one point they said light damn, but then another point a couple chapters later they said goddamn anyway, so like why did they say light in the first place? And like for light's sake or something like that. I don't know, something along those lines. So I don't like that because I always think it's cringy, but otherwise I think it's moving along, and I think this is definitely another one of those books where I need to chip away at this every day to really stay in the story. I can't go more than a day without touching this because then I'll just feel lost and confused. Our main character's name is Remy, and it's really hard for me to think of him as a badass character because I just think of Remy from Ratatouille. I don't know, the name Remy just does not scream stabby vampire hunter to me. It's like a dorky name, you know? But he's out here spewing threats at people, you know, killing all these people and whatever, and he's the son of this important higher up of whatever, and I don't even know. I did start The God of Endings by Jacqueline Holland. This is once again on my 24 for 2024. I'm so sick of saying that. I needed 40 more pages, and page 40 ends on a chapter. So I was like, let me just read the first 40 pages of this book. I love it. I fucking love it. I only got 3 chapters in, I think. And I believe it alternates between like the 1830s, I think, and 1984 or something like that. The vibes are just there for both time periods. In the 80s, our main character is a teacher and she's immortal by then. I'm not sure if we start the book knowing she's immortal. I mean, the synopsis says she's immortal, and they haven't said the word vampire yet, but it talks about like her insatiable hunger. It seems like in the past timeline, she was like trying to suppress her her hunger for like animal blood, and she's like trying to go on this like vegetarian diet, and then she talks about it more as a teacher too. But in that teacher chapter we just learn more about the students she teaches mostly, but also she mentions the hunger. I love the writing. It's so atmospheric. It describes fall really well. You just know you're in a past timeline without them even telling you. It's like a very old-timey lifestyle vibe. I don't even know how to explain it. I really don't, but it's interesting to see her years and years, decades later, over a century, right? Yeah, being a teacher. And it raises some questions because does she change schools every few years? So like when she's supposed to age, no one will question it, you know, because she'll still look the same. Because like you can't stay at the same school and not look like you're aging, you know what I mean? So I wonder what's up with that. But I don't know what I'm gonna read before bed here. Honestly, probably The Striker. Maybe Silver Under Nightfall, just to finish this chapter. But just until I get like really sleepy, because socializing did drain me. Not that they drain me, because they're all lovely people. I love them so much. Just socializing in general drains me. I didn't get to edit, so I'll have a lot of work cut out for me tomorrow. The only reason we ended the conversation was because my laptop died. I have an hour and 16 minutes left to edit of my ultimate book video. I did get a Patreon video up today, so that's good. I'm happy with that. That's all I got for now. I'll talk to you tomorrow from not this angle, I promise. At least I'm wearing a different shirt. Hellolovelybox.com. I have a code, just Jan15 for 15% off. Oh yeah, I also filmed my October wrap-up today, so that's an accomplishment. It's been a productive day, so I'm glad I took this mental health day, and I'm glad it was a gloomy, rainy day outside. Overall, a good Monday. Sucks that it's only Monday. Hopefully the rest of the week flies by now that I had this extra day off. Hi! First check-in of the day. I'm already in my cozies because we are gonna go to the movies again. Listen, it's Tuesday night. It's discount Tuesdays, okay? It's worth it. And I have tomorrow off, so I don't care if we go out tonight. We're gonna see Here with Tom Hanks. This movie that's filmed at one camera angle the entire time. And Tom Hanks is great, obviously. I didn't know it was out until Sunday when we already planned to see We Live in Time. So I was like, let's just go Tuesday, fuck it. But I'm about to eat some ramen. I just wanted wanted to give a little update that I did finish The Baker and the Bard, and I already returned it to the library. I gave it 4 stars. It was super cute. The art style was super cute. It made me want to watch Tinkerbell, like those old Tinkerbell movies, you know? Or like Winx Club, because there were fae. There was non-binary rep in it as well, which I thought was cool. The author is also non-binary. I read their bio on the back afterwards. It was just such a cute story. It was a little cozy fantasy adventure, as it says on the cover. It was super quick. There was a lot of just illustration pages, but I genuinely took the time to look at a lot of these illustrations because they were so cute and colorful. I love the muted color palette that they chose. Really enjoyed that. I don't have time to look up a fun fact. I'm starving, so I need to eat this. It's like a teriyaki beef ramen that Joey started getting for me, and so good. Anyway, I also needed an audiobook for my drive to and from work. I was looking on Hoopla for books that are on my November TBR, quote unquote, and I found my buzzword book, which is Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. The buzzword for Kayla's Buzzwordathon this month is the word only, so this is perfect. This was recommended to me by my friend Christina months ago, and then I was like, ooh, I'll get it on Kindle now and I'll save it for November. And here I am sticking to my word. What a concept. I believe the guy's rich in this. I don't know if he's quite a billionaire, might be a millionaire, I don't know, but basically this girl, her sister is getting married to her ex-boyfriend. So they all fly to Mexico, and then she meets this guy, Rome, and that's the actual love interest. But everyone thinks that she's still in love with her ex. He like apologized to her and whatever, and family thinks it's all weird, and they're like, if you need me, I'll be here for you. I know this might be an uncomfortable time. And she was like, I'm over him. I'm so over him, and I actually tried fixing their relationship at one point, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. The writing is really good. Not only is there humor, but there are kind of deeper conversations that are just in passing. Like they're on the plane, she's sitting next to Rome. They're talking about how like they love watching the plane land at the destination, but she doesn't do it when she goes back home because all her problems are back like to reality basically. And they're talking about how good it feels to escape when you're on a vacation, and fears and letting go of control when you're on a plane. It got deep for a second there. So I really hope that energy stays for the rest of the book. Christina said it's a really quick read. I have the audio and the ebook, so this will check off monthly goals. So Kindle book, and then my buzzword book, and it's by a Black author. I need 70 more pages to hit my 200 tonight. I have 20 minutes left to edit of my video that I want to get up tonight. So I'm gonna scarf these noodles down and then try to hit my 200 pages. I'm going to, because I can stay up late if I need to. I'm gonna edit first. Editing is priority right now. Okay, I got this. I got this. Hi, good morning. It's a sad, sad day. We're not gonna talk about it though, because we're gonna try to just read and distract. I'm currently hosting some Discord traction sprints because it is Wednesday, it's my day off. I should just put that on a t-shirt at this point. I have some updates. So, all morning I've been reading Silver Under Nightfall. I've been up since 5. I'm really liking it now, like really liking it. I predicted something character-wise, and I think I'm gonna be right. I'm 230 pages in. I would love to definitely get halfway, so past 250. I can see the light, y'all. I could see it. If I finish this, when I finish this, I'm gonna be so happy. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it in this vlog. I keep straying away from it because I cannot for the life of me just stick to one book. Unless it's something like this, where it's spaced out and in increments and it's short, or the chapters are short. The chapters in Silver Under Nightfall are not that long, don't get me wrong. They're like 10 pages. But it's just the density of, honestly, is it even considered high fantasy? I don't know. Maybe the fantasy world, the fantasy terms, there's just a lot, and there's a lot of politics in it as well, and it's hard to keep track of everything, and it hurts my brain if I read it for too long, so I've been switching around. Just looking at the 3 books that I'm also in the middle of for my 24 for 2024, it just stresses me out, so I just want to do anything else. And I know my brain does this, but every year I just keep doing it to myself. I don't know. Only for the week, I got 101 pages in last night, so I did hit my 200 page goal. Oh, by the way, the movie Here with Tom Hanks, best movie of the year. One of my favorites of all time. It's so well crafted. Just the effects of it, the history, the CGI, the story itself, and the fact that everything is from one angle. The movie was able to like deliver this entire family saga, generational, I don't even know. There's this whole story that was just formulated from formulated. Why did I say that? Formed from this one angle. It's crazy. Go watch it if you haven't already. But anyway, after the movie, I was able to binge the rest of the pages that I needed. This is a little cringy, just a little bit. Okay, listen, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I don't mind insta love because Joey and I were basically insta love, and I'd be a hypocrite if I say I hate it. But it has to be done right, and there has to be something more there. And I feel like this is too short of a book. Everything just happened a little too fast, if that makes sense. Like Rome and Janelle, they've known each other because Rome was the best friend of Janelle's ex, the one that's getting married. So that's their connection. But like they just went on a plane ride and then all of a sudden they're like obsessed with each other. Especially him. He's like waxing poetic about her, like, oh my god, her voice is my favorite song. And I'm like, dude, I mean, I get it, but I just don't like that part. But otherwise, I like the characters, I like the humor. Oh, wait, the cute gesture. He's rich, right? He owns a video game company. So he did this thing for her, just for her to be able to read by the water, like she said she wanted to. But it's like an extravagant thing. I don't want to spoil it completely. But then there's also a scene where he reads with her and they talk about books, and it's just, that's what sold me. Okay, that's what overruled over whatever the parts that I don't like. I'm gonna do my best to finish this today, but I also definitely want to finish Nothing But the Rain, mostly because I want to return it to the library and just have another library book off my little library cart. Plus it's short, and I feel like just a quick read and the satisfaction of finishing another book is exactly what I need right now. I definitely want to film a book haul today, but I'm kind of stressed just looking at the piles of books. But it's only gonna get worse if I don't do it now. But I'm still waiting on Lost and Lassoed, which I just want to start already. I have the audiobook, like I have the ALC, but I want to read it physically. I want to annotate. I want to pick my tabs. I want to use my cowboy romance bookmark. That's really all I want to read right now. But alas, it's not here yet. Anyway, okay, bye. I'm rambling. Okay, it's literally a couple minutes later. I forgot to mention that Gabby read this book and loved it. We both got it from the library. She was annotating her library copy, and I'm nervous I'm gonna want to too, but no, it's okay. I'd rather read it from the library. I don't need this short of a book on my shelf. It's okay. Not that I don't have short books on my shelves, but like I tend to not purchase shorter books. I love when I receive short books that I like, but I don't know. The page count to price ratio for me is just not something, like I'd choose a longer book over it. Why am I defending myself? Anyway, she really loved it, so I picked it up because I wanted another novella in my life. And apparently this is about a little town where it rains all the time and everyone hates it because it wipes their memory. I love the rain, but this girl is already talking about how she hates the sound of rain on the rooftops or whatever, and I'm just like, can't relate. I love that sound. Now it's like mentioning if it affects like animals. I feel like this is gonna be so interesting. I'm excited to fly through this. I already wrote down one quote in my favorite quotes note for the month, which by the way I post on Patreon every month, which is always one of my favorite posts because I love seeing all the quotes all together. I don't know, I'm such a words gal, so I appreciate that stuff. That is all. I'm gonna continue now. I finished Nothing But the Rain. I don't know why I didn't just fly through it in one sitting. I like got up, took a walk, vacuumed, did a bunch of other shit, but I finished it. I'm giving it 4 stars. It was super quick and I like the ending. I'm just a little bit confused about who's who. I asked Tiffany for clarification, so I'm sure it'll all clear up for me in a sec. I guess this is another exception to my statement of I usually hate apocalypse books, because there was this one. Well, it's hard for me to distinguish apocalyptic versus post-apocalyptic. I just kind of group them together, to be honest. Pandemic books I usually definitely don't like, but again, there's an exception for that one, which was Your Shadow Half Remains. I also really enjoyed I Who Have Never Known Men. So I don't know if it's like a dystopian aspect that I like. Is this even, what is this? Is this horror? Published by Tor, so that makes sense why I enjoyed it. A lot of Tor books I enjoy. I don't know if this is technically sci-fi or horror. I'm gonna have to look it up. There are diary entries in the first part. Well, I think throughout, or their letters. I don't know. It was really easy to read, really quick, and it was kind of intense because I don't remember if Gabby said this in her vlog. She probably did because we both loved We Spread. It was both our #1 book of 2 years ago, but it reminded me of We Spread because of the memory loss and losing control and having to write things down to remember things about yourself, and it's just depressing, especially after watching Here because there's Alzheimer's or dementia representation in that movie. It's just the most depressing disease in my opinion. I don't know, I'm sure they're all depressing, but like just that is so scary. But ironically, this made me want to read The Memory Police even more because I've had that book for so long. That concept is, I think the government takes away everyone's memories, but it's like the same thing little by little, like a universal memory for everybody, and it's like little by little. This is like your individual memories. Does that make sense? Like the Memory Police is like, oh, everyone's gonna forget what a bird is, but in this it's like your own personal memories. Either way, I do want to read that eventually, especially because it's a translated work, and those are usually hits for me for the most part. Really enjoyed this. I'm glad I read it, and I'm glad I got the satisfaction of checking off another book from nothing other than my want to read on Goodreads and my library book pile. It's not like it was on my TBR or anything, but I think I'm gonna look up fun facts about rain. I don't think I've ever done rain. I've done snow. I knew this already, but I just love the word petrichor, which is the smell of rain, and it's caused by oils secreted by plants during dry periods. It's just such a good word. Raindrops aren't teardrop shaped. Air pressure flattens the bottoms of raindrops as they fall, making them look more like hamburger buns. Aw, hamburger rain. 1 billion tons of rain falls to earth every minute. There are a couple fun facts for y'all. I'm gonna fill my book haul so I have something to hyper focus on and like actively do, and then I should eat lunch because it's like 1 o'clock. Yeah, that's the plan, Jan. Oh, and I really have to edit because Halara's waiting for this next vlog. I'm pretty much caught up with vlogs. Once I get this Vampathon vlog up, I'm caught up, and I'm hoping to get it up for early access like tomorrow max, by Friday publicly. That'd be great. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay. I forgot I straightened my hair, and this was kind of jarring to see. It's 3 p.m. I'm working from home because I had a doctor's appointment, and it turned out to be a really shitty, rushed, half-assed appointment, so that was not fun. Waited 2 hours for a 10-minute rushed situation, so yay, America. I have one update. I haven't read physically today at all. Well, I read on my Kindle, but I haven't read my physical book at all. I read only for the week. You know, I had a 2-hour wait, so I read for most of the first hour in that waiting room, but I also listened to the audiobook while I was driving back and forth. Combined, that brings us to 95% of the book. Holy shit. I'm gonna do that like wait, there's no way. No, yeah, there is a way. Chapter 14. Okay, I have like 20 minutes left of the audiobook. I'm gonna finish that like right the fuck now. Give y'all a final rating. My thoughts for now probably be the same by the end. It's a wedding in Mexico. There's a dramatic sister. Everyone thinks, like I said earlier in this video, that our main character Janelle still wants to be with her ex who's marrying her sister. And her sister's kind of just like bridezilla the entire time, but like worse because she also ended up assassinating her sister's character at the end there. And then finally Janelle blew up at one point and I was rooting for her. There are also a couple shitty men in this book. Our book boyfriend guy, Rome, he makes up for it because he's super thoughtful and considerate of her space, but then also she knows that he's there for her. He has all these sweet little gestures. He also beats some ass for her when one of the shitty men was like talking badly of her. I'm not gonna give everything away, but I like him. He's cool. It's just a bunch of family drama. Janelle also has some mommy issues. I feel like it's just a little bit too short. I think I liked the first half better, and the steamy scenes, they're okay. Maybe it's the audiobook. I think I like physically reading. I definitely know I like physically reading steamy scenes more. I mean, the audiobook's fine too. They have different voices for the characters, so that's cool. Probably gonna be like a 4. The cringe has worn off once they like actually established things. I'm okay with it. It was just at first, it was kind of just a little too quick. I didn't care about the timeline. It was just the way he was dramatic about it. Like, oh, she's all I could think about. I forgot. There was this really cheesy analogy with like weather, but I don't remember it, but there were a few cringy lines, but that's okay. We've looked past it. I think it will be a 4. That's my long-winded review for for only for the week. I probably won't say much once I finish it other than a fun fact and my final rating. Oh, Lost and Lassoed came out yesterday and my pre-order should be here today. Fingers crossed. Which means I'm gonna start it as soon as I get my grubby little hands on it. Hopefully finish it by tomorrow by the time I end this vlog. That's the plan. But in the meantime, while we're waiting around for it, I will continue Silver Under Nightfall. I got like almost 300 pages in yesterday. I read over 100 pages of it and I am so fucking proud, let me tell you. Oh, I didn't even give a page count for yesterday. I read 277 pages yesterday. So yay me. I see the light. It's even brighter this time. I can finish Silver Under Nightfall. I really have to edit today after work because 2.5 hours of footage for my cramming / vampathon vlog. I don't want to talk about it. Oh yeah, sorry for not updating yesterday. I filmed my book haul and then I was drained and then I was just like mentally unwell and everything was just shit. That's why we're getting a super long update today. But I mean, I did read a lot. I finished Nothing But the Rain yesterday. I already gave a review for that, right? I think so. I think I only read like 4 pages of The Striker. This is what happens when I'm a little too chaotic for my liking. I can't even keep up with my own reading at this point because I've started way too many books. I don't know what I'm doing. Help! Hi, it's me again with another finished book, baby. Epilogue, cutest epilogue I've read in a while. It was so cute. Like, that is so creative, the way he did the deed, you know? That's all. 4 stars. Solid 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. Not my favorite romance of all time. I'm not a fan of weddings and romances usually, but this one wasn't too bad. The wedding scene itself was quick, and the whole, like, everything goes wrong in a wedding and they all try to fix it. That trope kind of is getting old. But I do want to read the X-Vows, though, and I know that's kind of the entire premise of that book, but for some reason I think I could just look past it because I heard the writing in that one's really good. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. What fun fact should we do? It was set in Tulum. We'll just do fun fact about that place. Tulum is the 3rd most visited archaeological site in Mexico. So this isn't about Tulum, but it's about 20 minutes north of it. A place called Akumal. It's a good place to see sea turtles. Have I been here? I think I've been here. When I went to Mexico, I think I have been here because I have a picture. Yeah, I think I've been here. So there's a fun fact. We're just gonna go with that. But yay, another book. My brain. I didn't have coffee until almost 2 o'clock and I tried the white hazelnut bark from Dunkin'. Pretty good. It just tastes like white chocolate with like a hint of a nutty flavor, but barely. But yeah, I'm still kind of waking up and I had a caffeine headache all morning, so that sucked. Next time, hopefully I will be showing y'all Lost and Lassoed. I'm so excited. I'm gonna check my order status right now. We're back on the couch. I don't know if Lexapro makes an effect this fast because it's been like 4 years since I've been on it. I took my first dose today for the first time in 4 years and I'm feeling it. I feel like just so relaxed. Like, is this how normal people feel? I don't know, maybe it's all in my head. Maybe it's placebo, who knows? It worked for me 4 years ago. I'm sure it'll work this time too. Hi, I'm wearing my Fuck Me Like My Catholic Guilt shirt. CJ Lead merch. On the back it says American Rapture. American Rapture, am I right? I just think I'm so funny sometimes. I crossed the 300 page mark for Silver Under Nightfall. I lied to y'all. I was actually on page 290, not 295, which means I really read 272 pages last night. But you know what? Whatever. I already locked it in. I probably won't hit 200 tonight anyway, unless I stay up late, and I really don't want to. But remember that day that I hit 600? Just remember that. No, but I think I'm fairly close to 200, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But I did start How to End a Love Story as well. This I originally put on my November TBR, just like took it out completely because I was like, I am not in the mood for this and I know I won't be. And then I was like, oh, I finished my audiobook, which was only for the week. I was like, I need one to run errands because I had to go pick up the medication and also my arthritis medication. So I had some driving to do because there were 2 different pharmacies and I had to get gas. So I was like, I need an audiobook. So I was just searching for the ones I saved on Hoopla. This was one of them. And I'm like, I really don't think I'm gonna be in the mood to read this physically. So might as well get another book of the month book out of the way and fulfill another piece of the little app challenge. We're following a female main character who's an author and then a male main character who is a film producer or something like that, or a script writer. And I know the author is also a script writer and she is actually the one who is working on the adaptation for People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. So that's pretty cool. But okay, something tragic happens in the beginning, and some people have a problem with that being the reason why these two people met. The fact that they fell in love despite this thing that happens, or that you find out about right at the beginning. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I think some people have said what it is, even if it's a spoiler-free review, but I'm not gonna be the one to say it just in case. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I mean, I'm not looking too deeply into it. I think I only literally got a little over 10 pages in. I think I'm on chapter 3. I don't know, I'm gonna have to match it with the audiobook. Oh yeah, I am in chapter 3. I remember them saying her name is Saskia. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna annotate this. We'll see. I barely read today because so much happened after that doctor's appointment, and like that doctor's appointment was just so appalling how shitty the experience was. I don't even want to go into it, but I thought I was going to be a lot deeper into Silver Under Nightfall, so now I'm nervous again because I really have to edit tomorrow. My patrons and I are watching Freaky Friday, and I don't know which day and time is winning right now, but usually the Friday night wins. So if I have that too, I'm barely gonna have time to read. I have less than 200 pages left of this book. I just need my eyeballs and my brain to work faster. I have other graphic novels that I can push to 200 pages for, but I don't know if I really want to do that. I'm not in the mood for a graphic novel. So maybe I'll just call it quits. I need to stop yapping. Our neighbor is literally the most popular guy in this whole town because every other night he has a bunch of friends over. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to reading while I'm not asleep yet because I'm very rapidly getting there. Good night for now. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I feel like this vlog has been going on forever, but it'll be the last day of this vlog tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna start my next Keep It or Kick It episode, so stay tuned for that. Oh, tomorrow we're also gonna do another TryTreats taste test with Joey because we did get another box. I have no idea which country is featured, but I do have a TryTreats code, which is always down below, but you'll hear more about that tomorrow. I'm like tired, so goodbye. Okay, update. I'm succumbing to this graphic novel. I need 67 pages to hit my 200, and I'm just gonna get it out of the way with this, and then if I'm still awake, I'll go back to Silver Under Nightfall. I'm 23 pages into How to End a Love Story. I feel nothing so far. I know it's gonna talk a lot about grief, so yeah, that's my audiobook. I'm gonna read 67 pages of this. Go team. What? Of all places, really? Hello!
Hello.
Look, it's me and Joey.
We're back at it again.
With a taste test! Why do I never utilize my hype button? Anyway, this is from TryTreats.com. We've worked with them before. I do still have a discount code, JANAGATON, all one word, no spaces, for 15% off your box. It's a subscription box with international snackies. We'll just show you. We
don't know what this is yet. Wait, we gotta make a guess. What do we think?
So we've done Philippines, Indonesia, I forget.
I don't know, but
I'm thinking, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna say Germany.
I'm gonna say Argentina.
South Korea.
Wait. Yeah, it comes, okay, so you open it.
This is what?
And there's a flag. Okay.
That's South Korea.
I think the other one, what was the other one we had?
Oh my god, this is just what I was talking about.
Oh my god, that's
this
crazy.
This is what they had in the store.
Okay, so look at all the snacks. Every box has a postcard. It is South Korea. Here, read a Korea fact.
Approximately 90% of the world's seaweed used for consumption comes from South Korea. Live octopus is frequently consumed by South Koreans.
And then it comes with a little sheet where you could rate each snack. And then here are all the treats. We're gonna rate each snack out of 5. We're gonna tink and try each one as usual. So the first thing I saw was these choco pies, and we have similar ones in the Philippines. And they're called choco mallows, I think.
We have similar ones here, which if you guys don't know, are moon pies. And I just had one.
Can we just split one instead of opening both?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see how much.
Oh, they're so soft.
See what the difference is.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Fuck, I just made a whole mess.
God. This is why we can have nice things.
Oh god. Okay.
Tink.
Very soft marshmallow. I gotta clean this up. Better than moon pie.
Way better than moon pie.
Moon pie tastes like a chemical.
I wish moon pies have like almost like a banana taste to them.
Because of the chemicals. The artificial chocolate. This is good.
This is actually chocolatey tasting.
The Filipino ones, like the sandwich parts are like crunchy. This is just like all soft.
It's all soft, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, what are we
I'm
giving
scared. What is this? Oh, I give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
I'm scared of this. Yogurt jelly. We're gonna need to skip that till the end.
Okay.
I can't do that right now. My tummy is weak today. All right, tortilla chips.
I don't know how much they give us.
Turtle chips.
Turtle chips.
Ooh.
Are these made from turtles? Flame and lime.
Flame and lime flavor. That sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
There you go.
Oh, it's shaped like a turtle.
No, it's not. Tink. Ooh, that's flaky.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a 5. Absolutely a 5.
It tastes like a bugle.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It's got like the same texture as a bugle.
These are like thin and flaky.
Oh, I'm not seeing the flaming part.
That's a 5.
5.
Oh no, not seaweed.
Oh no.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't do it. What is this? It looks like a cookie.
Look like an Oreo or something.
Try
I
this.
can't.
I can't. Oh, it's just a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, it's soft.
Tink. Just a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, tastes like it chips away.
I give that a 4.
Yeah.
Chick Choc, Korea's premier chocolate chip cookie. I'll give it a 5.
Okay, that's custard.
I'm scared.
Cream cake. Ooh, this looks like...
Show them.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm new to this.
Yep.
Ooh, it's soft.
Okay, so show them what we're looking at.
Almost looks like a little muffin.
I think it's upside down,
Should I
actually.
just split it?
Yeah.
The cream's in the middle. That's what she said.
I'm scared. Why is it yellow? Why does it look like an egg yolk?
Yeah, it's yellow tink.
Tink. Oh, that tastes like
It's like pound cake.
something Filipino too that I've had before.
That's very good.
Yeah, it's good.
It tastes fresh somehow.
I give it a 4.
I give that a 5.
No, yeah, I give it a 5.
That's good.
Oh my god, wait, can we do these?
Okay.
It's like Hello Panda.
Oh, okay.
So they're just chocolate filled. I think they have pictures on them.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Look how cute. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Tink.
Tink. 5. That brings me back to my childhood. This is a good box.
Yeah, it is so far.
Yogurt jelly might not be that bad.
These look like gummies.
Oh, they're gummies.
Want to try them?
Yeah.
Okay, boy.
Show them.
Okay.
So this is our next one. It's yogurt jelly. They look like gummies.
I thought it was like an actual jelly.
Yeah. Oh, they're like bottle shaped. Okay, ready?
Cheers.
Tink.
Get it?
Yeah. 5.
So far, this is a great box.
Truly 5. I was so scared of these. It's like an orange. I don't even know what flavor that is.
I don't know, but it's good. Margaret cookie? Hey, that's my mom.
All right, let's just try this.
Oh, there's 2. Perfect.
No, we're not gonna eat both.
Ooh,
What a perfect
that was-
half.
Wow.
Oh.
You're my perfect half.
Aw, Tink. They're thick and fluffy.
Like me. I feel that would be good with like coffee or something.
Yeah, I need to like dip it. I give this a 3.
I give it a 4. That's good. It's got a good baked taste.
Here, try these. Chocolate corns.
Oh, we get a lot of chocolate things.
Chocolate corns. There's a Filipino equivalent to this too. We might have to skip the seaweed.
Okay, where's the package this stuff with? Industrial glue?
Ooh, these smell so good. They smell like hot cocoa.
They do.
Tink. 5.
Okay, it tastes like a Cocoa Puff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so
5.
good.
I'm sorry. I think we have to skip this.
Is that literally just seaweed?
Yeah, I think so.
Toasted seaweed.
Toasted seaweed. I think we have to skip it. Unless you want to be bold. I can't right now. I'm sorry. TryTreats.
Should I do it for the video?
Do it for the video. What's worse for you, seaweed or coconut?
Seaweed, probably.
Alright, you try that. I'll do this.
Wait, you asked which one's worse.
Yeah, I know. I just gaslit you.
I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. It took a while for my brain
I know.
to process that.
I know.
Fuck it.
Okay, butter coconut sweet biscuit. Oh, shit. There's a lot of them.
Are they like Biscoffs or something?
Yeah. Tink
This
to
is
me.
literally just seaweed.
Whatever you do, don't smell it. Tink.
Yum.
It's just gonna be salty. It's probably not that bad. No?
Nope. It literally tastes like the ocean.
I can't do it.
No.
Here, this is actually good.
What is it?
Oh, you can taste the coconut as you're swallowing it. It's just plain until you like,
Yeah, that's good.
but you taste the coconut after. Here's the aftermath of everything. Well, that was fun. There were a lot of hits. We have a lot of snacks for tonight now,
Yeah.
which is good because it's movie night with my patrons. Thank you so much to TryTreats for sending us yet another box to try.
This,
I can't believe
think,
this has become our
I think
thing.
so far still, I don't know, Indonesia
You got crumbs.
was really good.
Philippines was the best.
Well, okay, that's true. Wasn't there a lot of seafood stuff in there too? Oh, was it Thailand?
Oh yeah, Thailand.
What was your favorite?
Dude, that's so hard. Okay, see, I would say these, but I'm familiar with these. Probably the Flamin' Hot Turtle Chips.
Ooh, yeah.
Flamin' Lime Turtle Chips. They're good. I've never seen these. Maybe these. Between these and the... I'm a chip gal.
Yeah.
I like the jelly too, actually. I might just eat these tonight. Anyway,
Anyway, that was fun.
here's Wonderwall.
Anyway, that was yummy.
All right, thanks for watching. Back to regularly scheduled programming. I will have a reading update very soon. Maybe. My sad update is that Lost and Lassoed is still not here. So honestly, I kind of just want to buy it in person and just return it whenever the delayed copy comes in because I am desperate to read that book. I want to start it tomorrow. Good news is the package that was in the mailroom Greta and Valden, and it's from fellow vamp Megan, the one I'm watching Normal People with. She's all the way in the UK, and she decided to send this to me because she says, I'm sorry, November has been shite so far, so here's a gift to cheer you up. This book is one of my faves, so thought I'd buy it for my fave person. Love you forever. Love you, Megan. I've been eyeing this for so long. I'm excited to finally have it. It'll be for when I am in the sad girl lit fic mood. My patrons and I are going to be watching Freaky Friday tonight, so that should be fun because I haven't seen that in so long. I don't think I'm going to finish Silver Under Nightfall. Hate to break it to y'all. We're going to try to read a little bit more. I'm kind of losing steam with it, to be honest, because all I can think about is Lost and Lassoed. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Estimated delivery date was yesterday, and it isn't here, and it says it's on its way, but it's the only date that's on there is Thursday, November 7th, so whatever. That's all I want to read. I just want my cowboys. Hello, spooky friends. I am here to end this vlog. I think the last thing I filmed was today's sunrise because it was gorgeous, but I have been like down for the count. These new meds are fucking me up, okay? Kicking my ass, but we're gonna persevere. But I need to end this vlog so we can start a new vlog because the grind never stops. You know what I mean? It's currently Saturday. I was supposed to end this yesterday. I didn't hit 200 pages yesterday. I'm too lazy to check how far I got into How to End a Love Story, but I think I want to DNF that book. I am uninterested, and I rarely DNF books I own, but like I truly, and I know it's not just the audiobook because the premise of the main character being an author and then the other main character being a film writer or whatever the fuck he is, I'm not in the mood for that dynamic. I don't really care. I was really just looking forward to like how they handle the grief aspect, how they push through the romance despite the circumstances, but at this point I really don't care. So I might actually DNF that, but we'll see. The audiobook's not the best either. It's like really easy to disengage from the audiobook. Silver Under Nightfall, still not done with it. I know, I hate myself too. It's okay. 317 pages in. We're getting close to the end, so this will be done in November at least, but just not in this vlog. It'll be in another future vlog that may or may not fit the theme of whatever vlog that is, but it'll be there. So I have like less than 200 pages left. It's doable. Otherwise, I finished 8 books in this vlog, so that's pretty cool because it's only the 9th of November. I almost said February. Why? But today I haven't even read much of anything at all. I really want to go get Lost and Lassoed, so I need to start my next vlog. I've been editing for like 2 hours. I took a nap in between. I'm just exhausted. But I read 8 books. So we read Graveyard Shift, gave it 3 stars. Lore Olympus Volume 7, gave it 4 stars. As Good as Dead, I gave it 5 stars. Where I End, 4 stars. Kiki's Delivery Service, 4 stars. The Baker and the Bard, 4 stars. Nothing But the Rain, 4 stars. Oh shit, okay. Only for the Week, also 4 stars. So apparently it was a 4-star vlog. That's all I got. What was this? My 200 pages a day challenge, right? I only missed yesterday because I was exhausted. It was staff day yesterday too, so it was pretty fun actually. I just didn't have time to read even like during my lunch break, and I didn't wake up early because of my meds. So that's fucking annoying, but that's okay. Still got 8 books in 9 days. Not even 8 books in 8 days because I didn't read today. So if you made it to the end of this video, pick an emoji. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh god, pine cone.
Is there even a pine cone emoji?
Hey, pineapple.
Pineapple! That's so out of season, but okay, pineapple emoji.
Yeah, you're right, that is stupid. Do a squirrel.
A squirrel emoji in the comments down below if you made it to
in memory of
Peanut. R.I.P. Peanut. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna explain it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!